Good morning, my beautiful interweb subscribers and people who are new to my channel. I am Zombie Tabby, and I am here today with a game that's quite a bit different from some of the things that you've probably seen me do up until this point. This is actually a game that I play in my web browser called Furry Paws. You can see right up here. We're full screen, so I'm going to hit that numerous times, I'm sure. This is probably the only video you will see of Furry Paws from me because it's not animated. It's not like Minecraft where you're like running through fields or anything like that. What Furry Paws is that it is a dog breeding and kennel management and competition game. So this is very noisy chair, sorry. This is very point and click, and I really enjoy it. I've been playing off and on a little bit since 2005, depending on how things are going in my personal life. Depends on how much I can get on. So it's been about 2 years. I've gotten back in and sort of established, put my feet back down. All of my dogs, there's a great feature called lock. So here you'll see there's an option to lock all dogs. And with that feature, you can lock your dogs and come back whenever you want to. So I actually had all of my dogs locked. These are all the dogs that I had before. And I'll explain a little bit what these letters and the numbers and everything mean. This will probably be a slightly shorter video than you are used to seeing from me. It may not be. And if you like this video and you want to see more of it in the future, let me know, because as of right now this is sort of a one shot, because I don't know how entertaining it's going to be. But so first off, this is my kennel management page. I wanted to show you the login page, and I'll probably log out and show the login page right before we end, just so you guys can take a look if you want to play. Furry Paws is completely free to play. You do not have to pay to play. However, there are certain benefits for people who choose to pay to play. And you can purchase accounts using what are called Furry Paws points, or FPP, which you'll see up here. Yeah, you can see FPP can be purchased with USD. So basically you put, for every $1 that you put in, you get 2 FPP. But what we're going to do right now is I've been working on a deal with another player. Her name is Blaze. And she is going to buy some of my FPP for Furry Paws dollars, which is what this is here. So we're going to go set that up in the trading center. Create trade. I'm going to put her ID in here so that she's the only one that can come in and mark it private. This is my password. It's still okay, good. Like that. And then we're going to put 10 FPP is what she wants. And she is going to give us 5 million Furry Paws dollars. So the going rate right now is 500,000 Furry Paws dollars per 1 FPP. There we go. And create trade. And that will send that to her, and she can accept it whenever she's ready. And then we're going to go ahead and get our dogs ready to show. So as you can see, my specialty is Bernese Mountain Dogs, and it doesn't look like a quote-unquote specialty because I only have 9, well, 11 if you count the 2 puppies. These down here are puppies, they're not ready to show yet. But I try and keep my breeding pretty tight. I want to get my dogs leveled up so that they will produce better puppies. And then over here I have a couple of just other dogs. Oops, I forgot that. Refresh the page like that. So a while back I used to do Alaskan Malamutes. Actually I think it was when I first started. I was breeding Alaskan Malamutes. I had no idea what I was doing. Most of these dogs, they weren't really worth very much. I'll explain a little bit about genetics and HHs and stuff here in a couple of minutes, but they weren't very breed worthy. So I was just kind of sort of leveling them. But Northern Wind is actually the offspring of one of the best Alaskan Malamutes I had. Oh, Furry Paws beta dog. So we moved out of beta about 2 years ago. But he is the son of a dog called Mercedes that I used to have. And Mercedes was, at the time, she was my highest level dog. I think I got her up to like a 27 or something. And now he's not even that old. And he's already getting up there. So, and then I purchased Sandstorm a few days ago. She's already a level 32. She's got decent genetics. So I don't want to keep Alaskan Malamutes, but I will be keeping at least 1 to 2 in my kennel at all times. That is just that one Mercedes offspring because she was she meant a lot to me. And then I've got these border collies. I actually, when I came back from hiatus about a week ago, I had 39 total border collies, because border collies come in a variety of colors, merles and ticks and ronin and all sorts of other points, all sorts of things like that. So I was going to play around with the breeding system. And that was before I left on hiatus. And then when I came back, I just realized I really don't want to mess with that. So I've got chili and basil. I'm debating on whether I want to breed them when they get old enough and keep a border collie in my kennel, but I probably won't. I'll probably just let them retire out, and that'll be that. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to... Oh, Blaze is on. So she went ahead and made an offer. So we're going to accept that offer. So $5 million, which is the agreed upon price, and we will accept. Excellent. Okay, and then we're going to take this and we're going to add it to our bank, because I don't want to spend that money. Deposit. So you can see a lot of this money right here came from deals that I've done with Blaze. And when I came back to Furry Paws, I had a little over $1 million, but because of the amount of dogs that I tend to keep, and I want to make sure that they have the best of everything. So that was the easiest way to do it, is to purchase that FPP on payday and then go ahead and trade that with Blaze. But we're going to go in. So this is what the dog's page looks like. Now, we're going to change this just for a moment. And all of this artwork on this is all copyrighted and all that kind of stuff. So please don't steal it. People work really hard on this. But we're going to copy that. And then we're going to leave it blank. Leave blank for default image. So every dog has a default on Furry Paws. This is just an image that's going to pop up based on your dog's genetics and colors. So here we can see all Bernese Mountain Dogs are the same color, with the same color eyes. So black and white Irish with rest points. So this Irish refers to the amount of white on the dog. Irish is a very low amount of white. And they go all the way up to, it's Irish, something else, and piebald, I believe. And piebald has lots and lots of white with just a little bit of color. So black and white Irish with rest points. Eye color is brown. Eye color, this is the genotype or the genetic. Eye color is not represented, as far as I know, in the genetic. But here, I was talking about HHs earlier. This here is the HH section. Capital H is a perfect gene. Whereas, and I don't think this dog has any, lowercase h is like the worst gene that you can get. Now there's 4 sets, I guess you could say, of HHs here, and they are going to determine whether the hips, the elbows, the eyes, and the ears are anywhere from poor, which is the worst you can get, which is a lot of those lowercase h, all the way up to excellent, which is a lot of the uppercase H. So you can see this dog here has, it looks like 3 lowercase h's. Now this capital H lowercase h means that the gene is okay. It's not excellent, but it's not poor. So there, and I don't remember how many, I want to say it's like 5, it might be 4 in the set. So we would look at these, and this, either this here or this here would determine this hip, whether this hip was excellent or not. Well, hips, plural. And this is what I've been breeding for. I haven't really gotten into stat boosts, which is what this CHAINT, this is a charisma intelligent boost, and this is a strength intelligent boost. And then all of this here has to do with color. So when I had all those border collies, I was messing around with the genetic system, just having fun with it. And then this LL will determine the litter size. So LA or LA is a very large litter, whereas this right here, I think it's either a small litter or medium litter, and I don't remember which one. Generations, so there have been 32 generations before him. This is me back to breeding. I have a tag, which I'll also explain here in a minute, how old the dog is. You'll see here it says FP days. So 49 FP days means that he has been unlocked and doing stuff for 49 days on Furry Paws. Even though his birthday is August 30th, 2012, I had him locked for almost 2 years. So the Furry Paws days determines how long he can breed and show for. Personality determines the toy that he can use. Gender is pretty self-explanatory. He is a registered Bernese Mountain Dog, which is in the Drought Casso. I don't do a whole lot with Cassos. I'm not very active, so I'm not even going to try and explain that. This is the kennel he's assigned to and how many dogs are in it. I can move him from here. Any notes that I wanted to take, descriptions I wanted to do, the notes are visible only to me. Description would be visible to anyone else who comes here. If you have, just like you would have for like an AKC dog, like if you had an AKC dog that was called Boulevard of Broken Dreams or something, maybe you just call him Dream. I don't know, as a call name, you know, just, yeah, come here, baby, come here, Dream. I don't do call names, I just name my dogs. And then this here, this, like, 21 in the brackets, that's something that I added, and that has to do with how many HH. So, a perfect, absolutely perfect HH genetic dog is 24 HH. Now, remember we talked about how he's got these 3 little H's? That means that he has 21 perfect genetic pairs, and that there are 3 that are not perfect. So that's how I keep track of who some of my better genetics are. This AFL at the beginning, this A stands for advanced. That's the, like, I don't know if class is the right word. It's his show title right now. He's advanced. So you have like champion, grand champion, novice, junior pro novice, that sort of thing. He's advanced. The FL is flyball. That's a sport that he's trained in. PFP is actually a registered prefix. So any dog that I breed, I add PFP to their prefix. It's sort of my way of saying, hey, guess who's getting credit for this dog? Now, I change these images because I like to give my dogs a little bit of a personal image. So this is actually, it's called a photo manipulation that I did. And then Palace of Paradise, which is what PFP stands for. Palace of Paradise is my kennels. So Palace of Paradise presents Dark Sun, which is the dog's name. And so each dog will get their own. Now, every day we have to come in and care for the dog. So the water is good for 5 days. We're going to feed him today, play with him a little bit, make sure his kennel's clean, brush out his coat so he looks good when he shows tonight. We're going to do some pretty intense training with him so that he'll be ready to go. And then once all that's done, we're going to check and make sure that everything along here, condition, happiness, grooming, and comfort is all good. And we're going to enter him in shows. Now we're going to enter in shows based on bias and then based on price. So maximum we want to pay, see here's that advanced flyball. He's 100% trained and ready to go. This is the show entry form, or the SEF. Bias means that once that will be given particular concentration over other stats, for lack of a better term. And then we're gonna do it by cheapest. This is right here, this competitions to enter, is one of those things where it really pays off to be have a paid account, or an elite account as they're referred to. So anyone can enter 50 competitions, but the competitions take 2 energy per competition. Now, when we trained, you saw that that took energy as well. So if you are not elite, you take energy for training, and then you also take energy for competitions, which usually means that you only have enough energy to enter 30 competitions. Now, when we train, because we're elite, our training doesn't cost us any energy at all. So it's basically free. And then when we compete, we'll have enough to enter 50 competitions. Okay, and then here it'll tell you how many advanced flyball competitions they've been entered to and how much you paid. And then competition results will obviously be posted by tomorrow. And then down here you can see we have a bunch of stuff. Collars and leashes add bonuses to certain stats. We're actually going to remove them because I'm not going to do it while you guys are on here, because that would take forever. But coming in a little bit later, I'm going to change all the collars and leashes to make sure that the guys are ready to go 100% for tonight. And then here, we'll just click on next dog. Ooh, this one leveled up. So all that happens automatically. We also gain user XP, which determines our user level, which determines some of the extra cool things that we can do on the site. And you can see here, most of this is all just point and click. And we'll make sure everything's good. Enter competitions. And he's ready to go. Now I want to get, oops, I need to go back and take his stuff off. There we go. There we go. Level up. Do all this. And it'll tell you stuff. I'm used to just clicking through. And I have so many of all these items. I just stockpile everything for when I need it. And then compete, because everything's good. Yep. I'm hoping to get, there's like focused and unfocused. And I'd like to show you guys that if we can get it. So we've got 11 dogs in this kennel. Waiting for one of those. Oh, you're something or other broke, so I can show you. And then compete. We're going to take their stuff off. Oops, that's the wrong button. I can play this game. I swear I can. Yeah, see, it talks about how they play with the ball and how much they love it, which is really cute. Train. We're good, so we're going to enter competitions. Remove. And next. So we're going to go ahead and do this for all of our dogs. See, Shade is one of those perfect dogs that I told you about. So Shade has 24 double capital H's, right here. All these are all capitals, which means you can't get any better than that. That is the best genes you're going to get. Which actually, that it factors in when you're doing competitions. Because, I mean, if you've got a dog who's got, hip problems or something, he's not going to do as well as he would if he didn't have hip problems. So I like it. It's neat. There are a lot of different factors that come into place. It can be a little bit hard to learn. There's a lot of stuff that's changed since I was playing last. So this last week has been kind of crazy. I've actually got a couple of other people who've been playing realistically probably quote unquote less time than I have, just based on when they signed up. But having been gone for 2 years, it's been really nuts trying to learn everything again. So, and I'm not gonna watch. It's not gonna give me one of those. Your dog was super focused today, which is a little bit of a bummer. But that's all right. Oh, there's a cat at the door. Okay, let's see if we can get it this time. Ah, dang. Okay. Take your stuff off. Okay, yeah, here we are. Here's the puppies. So the puppies can't compete, but we can do everything else with them. So we want to try and get them trained up. Then, will it show? I think this is how trained she is in that sport. I'm not sure if it'll... Yeah, it doesn't show the percentage. Oh, yeah, 100% training. Oops. And that factors into their competition scores. I'm not really sure how. That one's new for me. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see. All right. Just because they're 100% trained doesn't mean that they can't gain stat boosts and things like that. And here we are. Here are Malamutes. Clean everybody up, brush them out, train them up, and compete. Excellent. I got items with this dog. I did not realize that. Okay. Next. Chili? Chili or basil? Basil. This photo right here, I actually took that picture. That was years ago. But I like it. I'm proud of it. I was working doggy daycare at the time. It's actually one of the dogs we had in doggy daycare. Super pretty. She was deaf though. A little bit obnoxious, but really amazing. I love that dog. Okay, enter. Take your stuff off. Did we do that to the previous dog? I don't know. Let's take a look. Nope. I'm gonna make it harder later. Alright. Should just have one more. Level 22. Woot woot. And so hard. It's all so hard. There we go. And nobody did the I wanted to show you the focus thing and nobody did it. So we'll take this stuff off. We'll reassign everything later. So also from here, Memory Garden is dogs that I wanted to remember. Some of this has to do with Furry Paws Beta. So remembering Furry Paws Beta, these are dogs that I had on beta. I earned this much money. Wow, what? this much salary, and my kennel size and things like that. And then about me is just like my I don't know, profile page, I guess. So these are things that I'm up to. I actually have someone who is interested in some of my dogs when I do start breeding again, and when my dogs are ready. And then tags are like the avatars of the Furry Paws world. So these actually aren't even all of them. These are just some of the nicer ones, and the ones that I really like that I have. And then these are the characters that the tags come from. So I've got four main characters. I think Alika or Swanky on DeviantArt did most of my she did everybody but Beta. I really like Beta's reference sheet. Like, what is that called? I love Beta's reference sheet, so I didn't have her redo that one, but like this is the old reference sheet for Forest. If it'll load. Yeah, this is the old one, and I just bought him just because he was fun. And then this one's for Cleo. I actually thought she forgot this little pink thingy, and I keep forgetting to say something to her, but that's alright. And then Sage. So I designed Sage and Cleo, actually. Those are the old reference sheets. Now they have pretty swanky new ones, so thanks, Alika. But yeah, so that's my profile. I got it for free by Dragon Ink. And then kennel is where we were. Owner is me. So these are going to be things about me. These are cookies. People leave cookies for you. What I'm trained in, how many to go to the next level, all that good stuff. My salary is almost $4,000 a day. I can change all this if I want to, but I don't want to. If I'm elite, star breeder, FPAW tester. I don't know how you get some of this stuff. I mean, FPAW tester is pretty simple. I got a code when they were testing this new site from the old one, and so I got that. I don't know how I got generous or star breeder, so but yay. I don't know what history is. Oh, retirees, bred dogs. Oh, cool. Okay, these are still locked. What are these? Oh, and I can't open them in a new. Huh. Oh, look at the condition. I don't want to know. That was history. Quit coming down. Manage. So I can click on any of these squares and change that stuff. This is money that I've won from competitions and got money from hosted competitions. I haven't earned anything from litters recently. And then I can collect that money, but I'm just going to leave it sit there. And then settings, where I can change anything and everything I want to. You know, there's a bunch of other stuff to do on Furry Paws. They do have mini games. There's stuff about, you know, the markets, that's what I want to do. The meadow. There's stuff to do here. So, like, if we wanted to come here, we could come here. We'll explore the Tome with Sandstorm. And she now needs a bath. Woohoo! Market. Things to buy. The mall is basically where people sell their own stuff. I don't know. It's Furry Paws. And I think everyone should check it out. There is chat. There's a chat room and there are forums. Make sure if you guys decide you want to play, read the terms of service. There's a lot of stuff that's changed, especially regarding art sales, which is a big part of Furry Paws, because that's where the tags and the characters and stuff come from. So, but I think... Oh. I forgot about that. I think I'm going to call it right there. So I think we're good for today. I don't know how long this episode was. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll look out and show you that page. And if you want to see more Furry Paws in the future, let me know. I'm not sure it's really a game that's conducive to repeated YouTube episodes, but I think one is good. But yeah, so you can create your first dog and look at these braids. The possibilities are endless, pretty much. So come join us on Furry Paws, I guess. Yeah. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Doodles.